So, about 4 months ago, I watched and then uploaded the video for the Scott Pilgrim anime. After that, I was thinking of reading the comics, especially since I loved both the TV show and movie. I found out about the movie in a high school elective called Film Studies, and shout out to that teacher because he sparked my love for this. It's like one of those things that you didn't know existed, but once you found out about it, it's all you could think about. That was back in 2015. Fast forward a whole decade later, and here we are. I just got done reading the comics in a 2-in-1 style full color edition, and my goodness, does it not disappoint. I remembered telling one of my uni mates, Alex, that I was going to read it for the longest time, and he told me that I would love it, and he wasn't kidding, even exciting me with the differences that are exclusive from volume 3 onwards. I also have a coworker who's also read him, so this video is for y'all. Enough waffling aside, let's get into the meat and potatoes. I gotta say, Brian Lee O'Malley did his damn thing here. He blended elements of comedy, video game mechanics, romantic drama, and stylized action, all in this amazing journey Scott goes through. Now, while the original comic looks okay, you and I both know that this series was meant to be in color, as it accentuates the expression of characters, situations, and even the fights. To sum up the plot for those that know nothing about Scott Pilgrim, it goes a little something like this. Scott falls in love with this mysterious girl, Ramona, then he has to fight 7 of her evil exes. I would run you through the list, but we'd be here for a while. What I love about these exes and their fights with Scott is that they resemble dealing with the past, and even more importantly, that as flawed as they were people first. While the exes can feel cartoonish at times, with Patel having evil harpy ladies at his disposal, Roxy being a ninja, and Gideon having some broken ass powers, they are grounded fairly well, especially since their common denominator is Ramona. Moving past the exes, the comics allowed room to explore a lot more characters here and show how flawed they are. Everyone from Scott to Lisa Miller were allowed to see the good and bad sides of everyone. For instance, Scott never told Ramona he was two-timing her and Knives until that was brought up to him unwillingly. Ramona left pretty much every relationship she was in a cold manner, even cheating on the twins, go figure. Lisa Miller tried seducing Scott and trying to have what never was, and the full circle moment at the end with Envy being disregarded by Gideon, the same way she did to Scott, was beautiful storytelling. And then Scott seeing that parallel in his life, like how he did with Knives, was just as good. I also love that one of my favorite characters, Lisa, was a comic book exclusive, so it was a joy and surprise getting to know her. There's also amazing arcs that happen in the comics that I hope get adapted one day. For instance, how Kim and Scott fell in love and how he broke her heart, Knives' scheming plot to get Scott back, which was built upon even further, and more. Even getting to see Scott and Ramona earning the power of love in the form of a sick golden sword was nice to see. I'm pretty sure y'all could already guess from my ramblings, but I love the cast. You know something is good when the cast can carry moments with and without the main character. Wallace is my dog, and definitely someone you'd want in your corner. Neil is adorable. Getting to see Steven in his recordings era was a fun time, and seeing Stacy and Ramona conversate, giving Scott the chills, was another great time. For as epic as the books get, it is ultimately a comfort read to me. It was a light and easy time, and it never felt like it took itself too seriously. I know I'm definitely gonna reread this sometime in the future. Like for instance, I'm reading Golden Sun right now from the Red Rising series, but damn, these books can get dark sometimes. So having something like these comics serves as a nice breather, which I definitely needed after Red Rising. Ultimately, y'all should be reading these books, and if you already have, then reread them again. Jokes aside, this was such a great time, and after this, I'm gonna try and get the Invincible Season 3 video out to y'all. Thank you guys for the patience, love, and support on the channel. It truly does mean a lot. Thank you guys for watching, and this is Black Sugar Lovin',